The average Canadian believes they need $1.54 million to retire comfortably. If you just felt your stomach drop a little, stay with me, because that number is mostly wrong, and believing it could actually be making your retirement anxiety worse than it needs to be. I'm Jay. Welcome back to Maple Money Mindset. Let's talk about the real number you actually need to retire in Canada. Here's where that scary $1.54 million figure comes from. It's just public perception. A BMO survey asking Canadians what they think they need, not a calculation, not based on your actual life. Back in 2005, Canadians over 45 felt they needed around $447,000. Today, that same group feels they need over $1 million. The fear in people's heads keeps climbing, often faster than their actual expenses do. So let's replace fear with actual math. And there is a real formula. It's called the 4% rule. Take the annual income gap you'll have in retirement, meaning what you need to live on, minus whatever government benefits already cover, and multiply that gap by 25. That's your savings target. Simple as that. One formula. Write it down. Now let me show you why the government benefit part matters so much, because almost nobody factors this in properly. In 2026, the maximum CPP payment is about $1,507 a month. The average person actually receives less, around $803 a month. OAS adds up to $713 a month on top of that. If you and a spouse both qualify for decent CPP and OAS, that's potentially $40,000 a year, guaranteed for life, before you touch a single dollar of personal savings. Let me make this real with an example. Meet someone close to retirement. Let's call him Mark, 62 years old, worked a steady job his whole career earning around $65,000 a year. House is fully paid off, no debt. His expenses now, realistically, run about $45,000 a year to live comfortably. Nothing fancy, but comfortable. Mark and his wife will both qualify for CPP and OAS. Let's say a combined $35,000 a year between the two of them. That means Mark's actual gap, the part his savings need to cover, is only $10,000 a year. Multiply that by 25, and Mark needs roughly $250,000 saved to retire comfortably. Not $1.5 million. Not even close, $250,000, and Mark is set. That's the part nobody explains clearly. CPP and OAS aren't a small bonus. For most Canadians, especially with a paid-off home, they cover a massive chunk of retirement income automatically, just for having worked and lived here. Now, I want to be honest about the parts that genuinely shift this number. If you're still carrying debt into retirement, you'll need more than Mark does. If you retire earlier than 65, you lose years of CPP and OAS growth, and those benefits get permanently reduced if you take them before 65. Take CPP at 60 instead of 65, and you lock in 36% less for the rest of your life. Wait until 70 instead, and you get 42% more. That single decision alone can be worth tens of thousands of dollars over a long retirement. And one more thing that surprises people. OAS isn't based on how much you earned at all. It's based purely on how many years you've lived in Canada after turning 18. Live here for 40 years after 18. You get the full amount. Newer immigrants get a prorated amount based on years of residency, which genuinely matters if you came here later in life and are planning your own numbers. So, what's the actual takeaway here? Stop anchoring to a scary headline number that isn't built around your life. Your real number depends on your expenses, whether your home will be paid off, when you plan to take CPP and OAS, and how much you're already building through your TFSA or RRSP along the way. I've put a link in the description to the Government of Canada's free retirement income calculator. It factors in your real CPP and OAS estimates. Not a generic guess. Takes about 30 minutes. Check it out after this video. It's worth way more than any scary headline number. Retirement isn't a number you need to fear. It's a target you can actually calculate. Mark didn't need $1.5 million. He needed $250,000 and a paid-off house. Your number is just as real and just as findable. If this took some of the fear out of retirement planning for you, share it with someone who needs to hear the real numbers. Thanks for watching Maple Money Mindset. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more simple and practical content just like this.